Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, hit that like button, dislike button if you don't like what we have to say. Doesn't matter. Just do something, make it productive. So let's jump right in. So we've gotten all of our shade screen hung up. Still have a lot of gaps that birds and that kind of stuff can come through. As you can see right above me here, got to fill in that, but as you can see, we've got shade screens all the way around, and at a 50% light ratio, it's still getting a lot of that sun. We get a lot of morning sun and afternoon sun in our particular location, and so it's just enough to keep the heat off the plants, keep them healthy, keep them growing, and so far we found that it's been very successful. Now, wintertime, we realized that we're going to have to put down some clear plastic and regulate the temperature in here, especially if we get another winter storm like we did this last year, where it was snow for a week, which hadn't happened in 34 years. But anything's possible. So still trying to stay ahead of the game, keep things going. Just do a quick little what we got going on. Our carrots are loving the transplant. They've all perked up. I did pull all the dead leaves off of it just so that they weren't trying to suck up any of the moisture, the water. And as you can see, we've got a ton more coming up in the bed that we planted about 3 days ago. So everything's moving along as it should. Just checked in on our microgreens. They're actually starting to sprout, which is great to see. We're just doing these 3 tests first because I want to make sure that we don't get any mold, and that, we're regulating the time that it needs to dry out and not mold. So we got our 3 test runs. If we can perfect it, get it working without any mold, we're going to fill this 4x8 table up with nothing but microgreens. And as you can see, our plants are just growing like crazy. I swear these pickling cucumbers have doubled just overnight. Our house plants, our lavender, all seem to be perking back up. The lavender's been transplanted twice now. Our desert willows are doing phenomenal. Still fighting my caterpillars. I'm out here 4 or 5 times a day hunting those little suckers, take care of them. And we're using the DE to stay organic. As you can see, everything is just loving our nutrients, and until we get fish in, we've been using the liquid seaweed to keep things healthy. We've got a whole new set of beans popping up. These beans and okra are just exploding right now. Some of these beds have gotten pretty slow, like our chive, our jalapeno, our cilantro hasn't really started coming up yet. I don't know if it just didn't germinate, didn't pop. I'm going to leave them sit for the next week and see what happens with them. And if nothing pops up, then we'll reuse that space and plant something that we know is working, like our okra. We're looking at doing a lot of different pickled type of products to sell, so we know what's working and what isn't working, and we'll continue to monitor that. But as you can see, we've got shade all the way around now. It's enclosed minus the top, but I'm hoping that by doing that, it minimizes some of our animal traffic that comes through here. I've still got to do some metal at the base all the way around to keep the rodents and rabbits and that kind of stuff out of here. So overall, making good progress, still going strong. Stick around with us because it's just going to keep growing.